Alright nerds, how's it going? So, yeah, back for a little more West of Loathing. End of the last episode, we went and rounded up all the horses. So, let's see what we can do now. Yeah, look, there's a load of them. This is the most typical horse you've ever seen. This horse seems uncomfortable when you look directly at her. You behold a pale horse, like absurdly pale. This horse has the look of someone who has seen the madness that dances on the other side of the void. I quite like the mad horse. So look, I'm getting 300 meat for each horse. Because I'm awesome. I got a little extra as well because I got them all. Awesome stuff. You said something about an injury. Yeah, I busted my knee while mucking out the showroom. Don't ask how, it's embarrassing. I was gonna get Doc Alice to have a look at it, but she gave up doctoring. Why'd she do that? Nobody knows, she just shut herself up in her office, said she wouldn't talk to anyone except Nurse Whiskey. Is that an actual nurse? I already know that it isn't. This nurse is the brand of the whiskey. I'm pretty sure she was just being sarcastic. I see. Ah, I've got some of that whiskey. So I wonder if I can give it to her. So who was the doctor? Was it that woman who wouldn't drink? Are you Susie Cochrane? How do you know my last name? I saw the graves in the cemetery. I'm sorry for your loss. Susie scowls bitterly and mutters into her whiskey. I saw it happen, the whole damn thing, and couldn't do nothing about it. The bartender said it was cows. Cows, right? I don't know what those things are. But they ain't cows. Not anymore. It was a raid. See, Ma and Pa used to ranch cattle back before they came home. Pa didn't make it, but Ma and I managed to rebuild. We ranched pigs instead, and she left me the place when she passed on. Well, I guess a passing herd sniffed out that it used to be a cow ranch, and they attacked. A couple of days ago. Happened so fast, I didn't even have time to get my rifle out the gun safe. Cows smashed in the front door, and a fire started out by the back root cellar. House went up in blazes, just like that. What did you do? There wasn't anything I could do. Couldn't get upstairs to the kids because of the fire, and I saw Tim trampled right in front of me. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Sorry. She fills her mug from a bottle on the bar and doesn't reply. What will you do now? Head west, I suppose. Nothing keeping me here and no desire to stay. I can't leave without my rifle though. Why not? It was Ma's rifle. It's all I've got left of anybody. Left it at the ranch like a damn fool. Listen, can I ask you a favour? I need someone to go get it for me. Hell yes, I will. Cool. So she wants to leave and wants my gun. So does that mean she joins my party, maybe? So right, let's go and have a look. So here. Look at these silly walks, are literally ridiculous. All the watching his trough was boiled away. Oh, so this is a burnt down place, I guess. I'm behind the door making some pretty awful noises. A varmint skinning knife. These pies were not safe. That is like a flaming cow. I don't really like the look of that. I'm going to have to fight it to get to the safe, so here we go, I guess. What's that? Oh yeah, the bean shield, I haven't used that yet. Well, he's already flaming, so this hot damage is probably not going to help. So just shoot it. Ouch. Once per fight, increase your armor by 4. I should probably use that. Be a good idea, wouldn't it? See you later, you flaming cow skull thing. Cool. Right, so guns. Grab Susie's rifle. Awesome stuff. So is that everything in here? I think so. Awesome. What else have we got? The outhouse is the only thing still standing. Can't interact with it though. Cool. So back to the town, I guess. You find my rifle yet, stranger? Yep, here she is. Susie's eyes well up with tears as you hand her the rifle, and she roughly scrubs her sleeve across her face before any of them spill over. Thanks, stranger. I didn't catch your name. I'm Biff. Thanks, Biff. Can't rightly say what this means to me. She looks at the rifle for a long moment, then looks back up at you. She sighs. Well, that's enough wallowing in misery. Time for me to hit the road. If you want me to tag along with you, tag along when you head west, you just say the word. Sounds good, Susie. Awesome, I've got a buddy. Nice. Right, so I want to find the doc's place really, but here we go. Offer whiskey. What brand? Nurse whiskey. Your favourite, I'm led to believe. Didn't know she makes house calls. Alright, hold on. You hear a rattle as she unlocks the door. That's a lot of TNT. Hey Doc, can I look at your books? Not until you give me that whiskey you promised me. Okay, fine. Doc Alice looks to be about in her 50s. Her hair is greying up and her face is lined, but her eyes are still clear and sharp, if bloodshot. She holds out her hand. Whiskey, stat! She cracks open the whiskey and fills a small flask she takes out of her pocket. Then she puts the flask back in her pocket and starts chugging out of the bottle. Geez, Doc, that doesn't seem healthy. Who's the doctor here, me or you? I just plucked my eyebrows for 1 XP. Interesting. Go look at your books, sure if you want to, not that they're going to do you much good in this doomed forsaken hellhole. You should try being less cheerful, Doc. The Legend of Curly's Meat. The life and works of Fred Ferguson. I can't read for shit. Leaf through the Goblinoid Tongues, a primer. Make a tree and leaf. Interesting. This book tells the story of a legendary treasure, a massive chest full of premium meat, secreted in the hidden sense, not in the extruded sense, in the western desert by an old cowhand named Curly Butterfield. This book purports to be a Civil War surgeon's autobiography, but flipping through it you mostly find lists of reasons that drinking alcohol is bad. So it's actually a work of ludicrous speculative fiction, huh? At least there are some useful appendices in the back and some diagrams of appendices. Appendixes, I guess it's meant to be. Right. The Goblinoid Tongues. Oh, I got a perk for that. You start flipping through the Goblin language book. It's confusing at first, but you eventually get so engrossed that by the time you break from reading, several blurfs have passed, and you also know that blurf is the Goblin word for hour. You have learned to speak Goblin, sort of. Awesome. That wasn't the last of the books, was it? Oh well. Is everything alright? That depends on how fast I can get this whiskey into my bloodstream compared to how fast my liver filters it out. I can't talk and drink at the same time, so she glares at you meaningfully. So, what's the matter, Doc? What's the matter? The whole world's gone to hell in a horse cart, and you ask what's the matter? Bandits, cow demons, dead men walking. Why don't you go ahead and pick one, and I'll drink to that. Dead men walking? You haven't seen it? Corpses and skeletons staggering around like puppets with half their strings cut, looking to take a bite out of the living. Oh yeah, there was a skeleton in the cemetery. It's nice to get some outside confirmation that I'm not losing my damn mind. But how is that even possible? It isn't possible. It goes against everything I know about medicine. Dead patients don't get back up. Patients? Oh, ouch. Doc Ellis turns away, grimacing. Every doctor loses one now and again. You never get used to it, but, well, it happens. But what doesn't happen is them coming back afterwards and looking for revenge. That must be pretty rough. Rough? Buddy, I don't think you comprehend the situation. It's not just patients, it's neighbours, friends, husbands. Indeed. She turns away from you and focuses her attention back on the bottle. What now? Do you have any idea what's causing the resurrections? Well, I heard a rumour. A rumour? What is it? It's when you get incomplete information from an unverified source. Hey, someone's been watching Police Squad, an airplane. Anyway, what I heard is that there's a fella out west that's causing a necromancer, they call him. Supposedly he's sending magic out into the world somehow. Magic like the beanslingers use? I've never heard of any beanslinger raising the dead, have you? Her scowl deepens. That'd be one hell of a can of beans. Wow, shouldn't this be further away from the fireplace? Yeah, I would have thought so. Anything else? What's to do with all the TNT? It's so when I feel like I'm about to go, I can blow myself into bits so small that there won't be nothing left to come back. That seems drastic. Drastic? Hell. No way I'm taking risk of becoming one of those things. I'm sure there was more I could say to her. About that necromancer. Assuming he exists, what about him? Well, maybe someone ought to try and stop him. Doc Ellis gives you a sharp look. You? Because I know you ain't talking about me. Why not you? A grey-haired old woman that knows as much about fighting as a squirrel knows surgery. Did you hit your head on a bar stool, kid? You aren't that old. And if I were going to pick someone to go up against a necromancer, it'd be someone who also knows about death, but in a scientific way. A doctor, right? Doc Ellis stares hard at you and takes a swig from her bottle, saying nothing. And it sounds to me like you've got plenty of motivation to get the job done, for your friends and everyone. She continues to look at you and you see the gears turning in her head. It beats doing nothing anyway. Beats locking yourself in a house full of TNT and drinking yourself to death. You aren't even doing any doctoring anymore. She winces and looks away, then she shakes her head slowly. You seriously expect me to ride out west by myself, chasing a rumour? Doesn't have to be by yourself. I'm heading west too. Tag along with me and maybe we can find the guy and put a stop to him. It's crazy. Impossible. Impossible like raising the dead is impossible. Alice crosses her arms and regards you thoughtfully. A spark slowly brightens her eyes. Alright kid, what the hell, let's give it a shot. Awesome. Now I've potentially got two buddies. Right. So I'm not sure if that's going to help me with who was it? Was it the horsey dude? Yeah, he's the one who said he had an injury. Oh well, never mind. Which horse do I want? Can you sell me a horse? Sure thing. I should warn you though, horses get mighty attached to their riders. Once you bought one, you won't be able to change your mind later. Which one are you interested in? So we've got the basic one, the shifty looking dark one, the spooky pale one, the one with the crazy eyes. I quite like the things they say about the one with the crazy eyes. It seems to have funnier dialogue. I'm going to go with that one. Give me the one with the crazy eyes. Okay, but I gotta warn you, this horse has seen some stuff. But I'll sell him for 1,000 meat. Is there something wrong with him? Not as such. He's perfectly functional. But, well, he's always sneaking off to Thousand Snakes Gulch to chew on the loco weed that grows there. And that makes him see crazy things. I think it's more like he does it to forget about the crazy things he sees all the time anyway. Colour me intrigued. I'll take him. Got myself a chief. And give him a name. What shall I call him? Oh god, I have no idea. How about Epona? Just because it's the only horse reference I can think of. Are you sure to name your horse Epona? Yeah. Alright then, Epona the horse. It's got a nice ring to it. I know. Oh, and I almost forgot. Free with every horse purchase is a complimentary map. You got an item. Southwest map. Thank you very much. Cool. Right. So now what? Let's have a look at the map. Well, that's this map here. Do I have to open another map in my inventory? Southeast west map, that's the one. Follow map to Dirtwater. I think that's what I want to do. Once you leave Boring Springs, you won't be able to come back. Any unfinished business you've got will forever remain unfinished. Are you sure you're ready to leave? Don't know, let me just check again. Speak to these people, tell them I'm going to leave. Thanks again, forget my rifle. Let me know if you need anything or if you want me to come with you when you head west. Okay, well how do I let them know that? Is it just going to do it automatically when I leave? Pretty sure I've done everything. I had the choice of horses, found all the cups I could, dug up a load of stuff with a thing. I think I've more or less done everything. Sod it, let's go. Alrighty then, you're probably horsed and ready to start your new life in the West. All you need now is a partner, somebody to share the trail with, somebody you can rely on for emotional and combat support. Crazy Pete? Which one was Crazy Pete? Doc Alice, Crazy Pete, or Susie? Which one should I take? I can't remember which one Crazy Pete was. Was Crazy Pete in the bar? Huh. For instance, Corn Sarnet, some lively livered goblin sank my battleship. So he might be funny, because he's clearly talking rubbish. Pete takes Swigger's whiskey. Pete noticed a nugget of silver you found earlier. I'll take that old silver nugget off your hands if you like. Give you 81 meat for it. Might as well. Fine and dandy. Pete squints and points at unrefined meat you're carrying. You ain't seem like someone got much use for refined ore, stranger. I'll buy it off you for 73 meat. Might as well sell him that as well. He chuckles and hands you some meat. Pleasure doing business with you. Pete's eyes narrow as the gears in his head start to click. He fixes his gaze on you and the tick in his eyelid seems more pronounced. Listen kid, all this stuff what I be buying from you, you been spending time underground, ain't you? Well, you listen to old Pete's advice. You'll stay out of ore hole if you know what's good for you. The stuff down on the 40th level that ain't worth messing with for a fella who wants to keep his eyes, if you catch my meaning. Not sure I do, but thanks. On the 40th level? So, can I go back there then? Maybe there was something I missed. I went in there. You suddenly remember the weird Pete said something about level 40. Is that a real thing? Where do you want to send the cargo elevator? Awesome. So I hadn't done everything. What's in here? A wave of nausea hits you as you slide the heavy lift off the chest. Inside there is a hat. It looks evil, and not in an abstract way. It has eyes, and they look like the eyes of a murderer. And it has teeth, which look like the teeth of an animal who would be a murderer if animals understood the concept of murder. Put it on? You have a sense of foreboding. Something tells you this is a bad idea. It's me, I'm telling you this is a bad idea. If you put this hat on, you won't ever be able to take it off, and things will be much harder for you. It will be as though your life is a game, and that game's difficulty level is greatly increased, if you catch my meaning. I don't think I want this. Cool. Oh well. Well, I think that's everything then. Yep, I believe it is time to leave. So who do I want to take? I think Crazy Pete's probably going to be the most fun. So, let's go for it. Take Crazy Pete. You pop back to the saloon and collect Crazy Pete. Hit the trail. You consult the southeast-west map the hostler gave you. It only lists two things, the town of Dirtwater and the Manifest Destiny Railroad Company's westernmost camp. Cool, head for Dirtwater. Dirtwater main thoroughfare. So there's me, my crazy eyes horse. Opponent whinnies as you approach, comb his mane. He makes a sort of glurk noise. Cool. Can't speak to them. Room for rent, inquire within. Who are you? Can't speak to him either. It's your partner, talk. What's shaking, Pete? Well now, if you're interested in mining as such, I happen to know a little mine not too far from here. Okay, is it a good one? Ain't never been. We'll have to explore it and find out. You discovered new map location, Snake Pit Mine. What do you think we should do next? Am I forgetting about anything? What do you think we should do next? Well now, if you're in a hurry to push west, I'll say train will get us there a mite faster than horseback. You've got a railroad camp marked on the map for yours, right? Right, so cool. Yeah, seeing as we've got to a new place and I've got loads of new stuff to explore, it probably makes sense to leave that till next time. So, as usual, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you next time. See you later, nerds. Bye!